Hello and welcome to Podcast for Your Soul. Yes, that's right. I have my own podcast channel. And how did I do it? Well, 8 weeks ago, I joined Brian Rose and the London Real Academy for a podcast education. If you would have asked me 8 weeks ago, Nico, is that possible? Can you do a podcast within 8 weeks? I probably would say, nah. There's so much involved. You need to know the technology. You need to know how to get a guest, how to book a guest, how to get the message out there, how to make it meaningful. So lots of stuff. But Brian Rose gives you a structure which really works, which you follow step by step. And if you follow the structure, you will be successful. What I really liked about the structure is it's sustainable. And why? Because he did not start with, okay, you do an interview and we talk about then the interview and how to improve it. No. Before we even touch the microphone, we had to work on what is my why. Why do I want to do this? What is the message I want to bring out to the world? What's my deepest heart's longing in regards to making a podcast? The next step was that you reflected on your core values. What is really important to you? So your intrinsic values, which is basically an innate motivator for yourself. And then you marry the values and the why. And out of that, you create your own mission. Yeah, so my mission, for example, is to connect spiritual teachers from around the world and all cultures. And my audience is spiritual people, light workers, who just really seek to be inspired by spiritual teachers who share their soul journey. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And imagine by now I have people already from Peru, from Australia, from Cameroon, from Germany, from Japan, all over the world. Now, how good is that? Yeah. So the other thing which is also good is you just really learn how to structure an interview. You create a pre-interview form. You understand and learn really how to approach a guest and to make them feel safe in that environment, because obviously it can be stressful also if you do an interview with someone and then you publish it to the world. Then you have a beautiful interview, but how do you get that on iTunes? Not an easy task, I can tell you, but Brian will walk you through that step by step. Yeah. Another big thank you to Christina Castaneda, my team leader. So the way it works in the London Real Academy is basically you have 4 groups. Every group has one coach. Christina happened to be my coach, and was delighted that she was my mentor. And she is one of the most positive people I ever saw, and she's herself a highly, highly successful podcaster. So big thank you for your mentoring as we went on that journey. Yeah. So you have 2 calls. One is with the all team, then including breakout sessions with your own coach and mentor, and you have a weekly call with Brian Rose himself, where he just really shares totally open his experience, how he started, his struggles, his wins and his breakthroughs, and his techniques and strategy, everything. And you can ask him things, and again, he's very open about that and also very clear. Yeah. Then there is an accountability sheet where really you're held accountable for every step. Yeah. So is it easy? No, it's not. Will you be successful? Well, if you are 100% committed, there is no way that you are not succeeding. But it needs your commitment if you have the desire to create a podcast. Yeah? And I'm a good example for that. I mean, literally, I was on the road several times on other trainings, and I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning to make sure that my podcast is on iTunes the next morning, because I had a deadline, right, for my customers and so on. And so you need that commitment and this whatever it takes attitude, but then it's also fun. There is a saying in Germany, if I translate this, it's just the bigger the challenge, the sweeter the success. So this success is just really sweet, and I just really feel like I earned now my place of being a podcaster. Lots of things to learn, but I just feel very confident. So if I have a celebrity tomorrow and have an interview with them, really from my heart, I feel really, really confident to have a meaningful dialogue with any person in the world, and that we can create something for the audience which really adds value to them. So if you're interested to become a podcaster, then I highly recommend go to the London Real Academy and follow the structure of Brian Rose, and you will be successful. If you want to listen to my podcast, then please check out Podcast for Your Soul by Nico Balschuweit on iTunes. And I would be delighted if you would subscribe to my channel. So hope to see you soon. All the best and bye for now. Podcast for Your Soul. Your compass, your journey, your light.